Okay, next we're going to talk about the failure cycle. So the best example that I like to use of this is thinking about in January and February when everybody runs to the gym for their gym membership for the new year, right? Because they've set a goal to lose weight or to get healthier in this upcoming year. And so those of us that typically go to the gym every day would always get so frustrated in January and February because it'd be very, very full. And then about February 14th, around Valentine's Day, is when nobody would show up anymore at the gym, right? So think about how we relate business to going to the gym, right? And getting healthy. So at first, we're like, I'm very excited. I've got this new gym membership. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to work on myself. And then you get started and you're working hard and you're working hard. And then all of a sudden, one day, you just don't feel like getting out of bed and doing it. Or I'm going to have that piece of chocolate cake just for today because I've been so good for 4 or 5 days, right? And so there's kind of that avoidance to what you intended on accomplishing in the first place. Well, then you make excuses, right? Well, I just don't have time to get to the gym. I'm so busy. I don't have time to do what I need to do. And then you make blame, right? Well, the gym isn't open on the hours that I need it to be, really, because I'm so busy now, I have to go at a different time. And the bottom line is that, this is the cycle of failure. We do the same thing in business. When we're challenged with something new, like the journey that you're about to go on, and we're challenged with a new product line or growth of the business or a new team member or something like that, we're very excited at first, and then it becomes challenging, it becomes complicated. And rather than pushing through it, we tend to go into avoidance and then make excuses as to why it didn't actually follow through. And what we find is that this cycle is more common than one that is positive and is happening the way it should be, right? And there are typically 4 reasons why this failure cycle happens. And so I want you to focus on these 4 things to make sure that you don't go through this failure cycle again and again and again. So typically, the reasons that people get into this failure cycle is number 1, they don't have goals, or they're not clear goals. They don't have a clear focus. So they might have good goals, but what they're doing every day and the habits that they do to achieve those goals are not consistent. They don't have an action plan. So how are they going to get there? So this sounds good, but how am I really going to make it happen? And the last one, and not because just in order of here, because it's actually probably one of the number 1 reasons that the failure cycle starts is actually mental barriers. I can't do it for some reason, or it's their belief system in themselves. And we're going to talk about that a little bit in the identity iceberg.